Hello my beautiful people from YouTube. In today's video I am going to be doing pretty much like a second part to my last video. On my last video I did my unboxing for my Your Nail Labs October subscription box, which was a collaboration with Vanity Ball, and I did use some of the items that I got in the box, but this polygel I couldn't use. So this is a design that I am going to try to do today, and I'm also using the Makartt nail tips. These are half tips, which I never use because I just don't know how. I think they're so hard to use, but I figured, you know, I really wanted to use absolutely everything I got in my box, so I decided to, you know, give them a try. So I find my sizes. By the way, the polygel has a number as the name. I think is 13702 if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I am going to be using a peel off base coat just because I kind of need to take them out, and I'm going to be using my little Beetle's nail lamp to cure this half tips on. And by the way, these are actually really good. I really like the half tips. I actually am impressed the fact that they fit my nail perfectly, and the length of these nail tips is actually really good, which I actually really liked. They're not super long, and the difference between the pinky all the way to my index finger is not that big. My thumb, I always cut it down, so I don't really care if the thumb is a lot longer. I just always cut it to be shorter, and they turned out so good, like if I was an actual expert applying these things on. I also have my little charro here where I always put all of my like rhinestones that I want to use. Don't mind the pumpkin because I'm not using the pumpkin, but I'm using a lot of these rhinestones and gems that I got on my Your Nail Lab box. And well guys, this is how they look, and they look actually good. I'm impressed with myself because they turn out like straight. They're not looking everywhere and stuff. So as you can see, what I told you, the length is not like a huge difference. It's like just a tiny little bit. So I'm just gonna cut like the very tip of that nail. And I know you heard my son, my baby, screaming. He's really angry with his toys, so please just ignore that. And then my guinea pigs are going crazy too. They're two little babies. Their mom just passed away last night, so I have these two babies that I have to take care of. So I'm really sorry for all of the noise that you're gonna hear in this video, just like, you know, in all my videos. So I'm going to be using this little skeleton hand for one of my nails, and also one of the little skulls. I forgot to show it, I don't know why. The first thing I'm gonna do is apply some base coat on the nails that I'm gonna be working on. So I'm gonna apply base coat as I go. So the first nail I'm gonna do is this one. I'm using my Beetle's polygel brushes. I will link them down below, and this is a polygel that I'm gonna be using, guys. This color is gorgeous. It's so beautiful. It reminds me, like, it looks so much like the cat eye, I think that's what they call the gels that you use in magnet to move around the glitter. It's just so beautiful. The reflection with the lights, I don't know, I just don't know how to explain it. This color is so unique and beautiful, and I loved it. And I don't like this type of colors at all. Like if I would have like picked up my own products for the box, I would never ever think about this color at all. I wouldn't even look at it because I don't pick these colors ever. I just don't. But this one is so beautiful, and I'm so glad and happy that I got this on my box. At first I was a little skeptical. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I don't know if I'm gonna be, you know, able to make it work. But I'm just so glad I did, because it's so beautiful. I'm doing 2 coats of this, by the way. I don't think it's necessary because the first coat is really opaque, and I feel like the second coat didn't do much for it. But the second layer that I applied was because I wanted to see if the color will be a little bit more opaque. But the thing with this, I feel like, is that once you remove like the like the glittery thing, or like the glittery part of the nails, you are not able to put like the cover, or like cover it up again. I don't know if I'm making sense, but when I applied my second layer, I thought that maybe it was gonna be more like glittery and reflective. I don't know if I just pronounced that right, but it didn't. So I just didn't apply any second coats or any second layers in any of my other nails with this color. I think that one layer, it's perfect. It's really opaque, and I don't know, it's just it's a full cover color, so you don't need more than one layer. Even if it's a tiny layer, you only need one. So for my ring finger, I'm doing an ombre with some nude color polygel on the top, and then my middle finger is going to be all this color, and then for my other fingers, I'm just going to work as I go. I had no idea what I wanted to do with the base, like the color base of these ones. I just didn't want them to all be this glittery polygel, because I feel like that will be a little bit too much. But to be quite honest, and you will see it if you stick to the end of the video, or if you just skip to the other parts, I ruined it, and I'm so mad I did. This polygel is Makartt's Natural Pink, beautiful color too. I used two layers of these polygel on the nails that I did the ombre, because I feel like when it came to do the ombre, the gray was a little bit too strong, or like too opaque, so it didn't look like too ombre-y. It just didn't look good with the ombre, so I just ended up doing another coat, and that kind of fixed the problem. Okay guys, so this is where I messed up big time. So I wanted to encapsulate some chunky glitter, or this sequin pieces, on my thumbnail. So I really liked all of these. I pulled out more of the sequins that I had from last year and some glitters. So I try to, you know, I don't know what I was thinking. I wanted to incorporate some orange. Why? I don't know, but I kind of wanted to incorporate some orange into the whole set. So I try to incorporate this orange glitter, and I don't know why I did it like this. I just don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. It was a really long, hard week. So when I was trying to do this, my head and my mind were all like, I was spinning like all over the place. I was not really concentrating on what I was doing, and I just did everything backwards. So I don't know, it just turned out like this. And the nail, I hated it. I still do. I hate this nail. I don't like it, but I didn't want to shop it off and do it again. So I left it and I try to save it, so you will see in the end. One thing that I want to talk about with the polygel, it's that I never had any issues with Makartt polygels. I love the consistency, but with this one, I don't know if because my hands were a little bit too warm, but the gray was kind of floating on my cuticle a little bit. And then I didn't know what to do with my index finger, so I jumped to my pinky finger to think about what I wanted to do with my index. And for my pinky finger, I did the opposite of what I did with my my thumb. So instead of putting the glitter under, like in the bottom part of the nail, I decided to put it on the top of the nail, and that works so much better. Actually, this nail, I really do like it. Like I said, I don't know what the heck I was thinking when I did the other way around with the other one. I don't know. And for my index, I decided to go in with another ombre, like in my ring finger. I just feel like at this point I didn't had any more ideas. So I just wanted to keep it simple, and I just did the ombre, which I'm also really proud of because I don't do ombres. I'm not good at them, so they turn out really good. And then I encapsulated with some clear. The clear that I'm using is by Jershon. And then again, guys, we see the thumbnail. It's really ugly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it, and I am not mad at you if you don't like it either. That's fine. If you want to roast me in the comments and tell me how ugly it is, I'm with you. Like, I will do it myself if you want to. So after I'm done with the encapsulation, I did that to all my nails, by the way. I'm gonna clean them with some alcohol and then go in with my filing. Then again, I don't know why I keep putting it on the camera. Like, if I was proud of it, like, damn. Okay, so I'm using my medium grit. I think it's called Carbide bit. I never get that right, so I hope that's how you pronounce it. But this is my favorite nail drill bit. It's an amazing bit. I love it. I used it for my entire nail, and the shape was, I mean, it was not perfect, but it was good. For me, shaping is the hardest part because I'm not good, and when using half tips, it's even worse. So I don't think it came out bad. Now I'm gonna do some nail art. I'm gonna pull this thing that was for my lash extensions, but I decided to use it as a little palette because I have no palette. And I'm using this drawing. This is what I'm gonna try to do. First things first is top coat onto all of my nails, because that's a lot easier for me to draw over the nails if there's top coat, and it's a lot easier to erase if I make any mistakes, which I do all the time. So top coat it is, and I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do the bones. So when I was thinking about this nail, my original plan was to do the little, like the 3 bones. Did I say bones or did I say bows? I don't know. Okay, whatever. My mind is not here. I'm so sorry for all of my not good pronunciation or whatever, however you say it. Anyway, so I'm doing bones. And at first I was gonna do the 3 bones coming in the middle of the nail, but then I saw this on Instagram where she drew a middle finger on the middle nail, and I was like, oh my god, it's just perfect. It's so me. So I just wanted to incorporate that. Obviously mine is not as good as hers, and I didn't screenshot it. I didn't save the picture, so I can't show you guys, but it's somewhere on Instagram. I tried to look for it, but I didn't find anything. So yeah, I did the best I could, and I always want to do 3D type of thing, so I had to go in with some clear acrylic. I'm using Mia Secrets, and this is how it turned out. To be quite honest, this is my second favorite nail, and you'll see why. But I really loved the design. I really liked how it turned out. Now I'm gonna use some red. This is by Model Ones. It's a little tiny kit. I got like this was my very first gel kit, and it was a gift from my husband. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this because I am going to turn this little cute teddy bear into a bloody cute teddy bear. Why? Just because I wanted to do a little bit more like a Halloween-y theme, and a teddy bear, it's not really Halloween-y unless it's, you know, covered in blood. So I decided to cover the teddy bear with some blood, and I added some like top coat to the red so that I didn't have to top coat it after. I don't know if that makes sense, but it did work. Just in case you were wondering, it worked. So I'm just gonna, you know, put like fake blood on my teddy bear, and I'm gonna cure that. Okay guys, and now in my really miserable attempt to save my pinky and my thumb, I decided to go in with some blood on them too. Like I just like when you like if it was like blood like drips or like dripping in the nail, and they made like this drop of blood. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but it's better if you see than if I try to explain. You already know that, right? I'm not good at explaining things. So this is how it's looking. As you can see, it's not like a dripping nail. It's kind of like if you just pour blood on it. I hope I'm making sense. So I did this to my pinky and to my thumb to try to save the nails from looking horrible. And the pinky, I really liked how it turned out. The thumb, it didn't matter how much I tried to save the damn nail. It turned out uglier and uglier every time. And after giving up on my thumb, I decided to try and arrange a bling for my nail. I always do this. I always arrange, like I put my bling in the position that I want it to go in the nail. I think a lot of us do this so that I know exactly, and then I measure my nail to the bling to see if it will fit. And I changed it like a bunch of times because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I keep going into my crystals and trying to find the perfect crystals that it will fit. So the legs on the teddy bear, they were not straight, so the bling was kind of looking towards one side. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but it was just not straight. So I had to come up with something that it will make them look a little bit more straight on my nail, and this is what I end up coming up with. So I did my best so the teddy bear won't look like it's like to one side. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say again, but I'm trying to explain it to you because I don't show it that much in this clip. And by the way, I'm using the Makartt Rhinestone Glue, the one in the pot, like in a thick one in a jar, with the Makartt brush. And I decided to apply the little skeleton hand as well on my index finger. And on my last attempt to save my thumb, I went in with some bling, some cuticle rhinestones, and it didn't make it look better, but I feel like it was impossible to make it look worse, so I just left them there. I also did that to my pinky, and in my pinky it looked better. Now I'm gonna go with my nail drill and drill a hole on my index nail because I'm going to be using the skeleton hand that I got on my box. So Vanity Ball always do this beautiful like hanging charms on her nails. She does that a lot, and I always loved how they look. I just never done it myself. And once again, guys, I loved absolutely everything I got on my box, and this is how the nails turned out. Except for my thumb, I love how every single one of my nails came out at the end. I was able to use every single product I got on my box, and it made me so excited for next month's Your Nail Lab box. So congratulations again to Vanity Ball. She's an amazing YouTuber. She inspired me so much. So I hope she likes this set as much as I love creating it. I had so much fun. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it as much as I did, except for the thumb. We know, okay? You're allowed to roast me in the comments. That's fine. I agree. Anyway, guys, I hope you had an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, your month, and your year. And I'll see you guys on my next video. I don't know why I keep showing you guys my thumb. I know it's hideous. Anyway, guys, bye bye. Mwah.